Hello everybody, this is VerticalSandwich and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VIII. And we are here at the most boring video I'm probably going to make. This is an explanation of what I've done since the last time we played, which was when we got Diablos, and I've been grinding. Like, just as I've been processing videos and stuff, I've been grinding. And so I'm going to show you some of the enemies in this area, and then we won't have to see them again. These guys we've seen already, but well, I just need to, I'm gonna probably play this because I need the time to kind of talk about what I've been doing. Okay, so the first thing I did is obviously I junctioned Diablo to Quistis because she did not have a hit point junction, GF, and then I ran around and killed enemies until that ability was unlocked, so then I could junction spells to her hit points. And those flying things we saw at the end of the last video, I drew float out of them until I couldn't draw any more float. And then I filled up my 2 auxiliary guys with float, so I got 500 of them. Just because, I could. They also drop an item called Sheer Feather that you can refine into the spell Arrow. And so I did that, that's A-E-R-O. I did that until I had 100 arrows for my lead 3 people. These guys, okay, first off, these guys have the craziest attacks ever. But, like, this is one of them, where they turn you into a basketball and bounce you off people. Very strange. They also have, like a slam dunk one, like that. But these guys, and I'll talk about how I got Bio, because I have, obviously, Bio linked to my attack. But these guys drop a thing called, like, Steel Orb that refines into 15 demis. And so I actually did that until I had 100 demis for all 3 of my lead people, because it's a really powerful junction spell. There's a lot more of this. I did a lot more of it, because while I was grinding for items to refine into magic, I got a lot of abilities, like refine abilities and stuff. So, we're gonna spend some time on the menu screen. And I'm sorry, but the reason we do this is so that we don't have to do it in small bits, kind of throughout the entire LP. So, I'll probably make this video skippable in case people don't care. Yeah, and like, I got mid-level magic refine, which lets you take some, like, low-level spells like fire and, cure, and refine them 5 to 1, so 5 cures turn into 1 cure. So then I ran around and I ground the spell Cure out of some things to make sure that I got a bunch of Cures, and then still had some Cures. And I'm still going to use the Cures to heal right now. I'm going to save the Cures till we actually need them, because like right now we're just grinding, so it doesn't matter. So as you can see, everybody's up like 12 levels or something from the last time we saw them, which I know is a lot, but you know, it's an inevitable consequence of grinding for stuff. But these are all the abilities I unlocked. And these are all GF abilities, like Refine Fire Magic from an item, and like Life Recovery Magic, and like Time Magic is the one where you get Demi out of those stats. And like Status Recovery Magic and Mid-Level Magic Refine is the one that, and we'll go through that. So, here you go. If you look, yeah, 5 cures will refine into 1 cure, which is what I said already, so... And I would strongly recommend that you do this. I strongly recommend that when you get to a new area, that you spend some time grinding, and that you get the new items and see what kind of magics they refine into and stuff like that. So, and that you update your, because it'll affect your strength, and it'll affect your hit points, and it'll affect your ability to face the challenges you're coming up against. And it'll get you up levels, and kill time, so yeah, see that we can refine these into Demi. Do that for Zel, but everybody, my main 3 people all have 100 Demi. So yeah, you can see like Zombie, which we got from buying Holy Waters and refining them. Which I think I showed, maybe I did not. She has a space for an elemental attack, but like, I'm not exactly sure where we're going and what kind of monsters we're gonna face, so I've kind of left that blank. But, yeah, so you can see I have a bunch of Blizzara because I refined all my Blizzards. So yeah, so Bio and then Sleep is our defense, because those little mushroom-looking things that I showed me fighting, those things will always cast sleep on your strongest guy. So if your strongest guy has 100 sleeps junction, you don't have to worry about that while you're grinding. So yeah, you can see some of these things that like let's go through. Yeah, the sheer feather is the thing I got out of those guys. Like Quistis, her limit break is that she learns things from items dropped from monsters. Like, it's blue magic. And Spiderweb will teach her Ultra Wave, so now she has that as one of her options for her limit break. And we already have Electrocute. I don't remember getting it, but we have it. Like, I don't... So... So yeah, the sheer feather refines it to 20 arrows, which again I've been doing. There's some things I haven't refined, like the windmill that refines into like 20 tornadoes. Tornadoes are a really great attack junction spell, like to get your strength up. And I haven't done that. Because they're really it's touch and go where they drop. So if you want tornado and you want it early, like before you fight Diablos, you can get it from certain cards. You gotta grind for the card mod, which I haven't ground for that ability yet, which allows you to change cards into spells. Which is the thing that the card game is good for, is that the best spells come out of the rare cards. So, and we'll see that. I won't be doing that, you know. I'm not gonna, like right now we have a really strong deck, and I'm not gonna take that away from us. Oh, and we also, those ape guys that we fought that do the basketball attack, I drew 500 berserks out of them. 100 berserks for all of my guys. Because it's the only spell you can grind from, or you can draw from them. Ugh. We've got more to go. I did more than this. I know this is really crazy, and you're just like, oh my god, he's gonna make a whole 15-minute video out of this, and I kinda am, so... but again, I'll make it skippable, because I don't want to make you watch me kinda... we're not gonna need to see that fight. So now let's go to where we need to go, and on the way, hopefully we'll hit some of these other monsters that I need to talk to you about. If we won't, I'll find a way to get videos of them in here. So... Alright, what have we got, what have we got, what have we got? Okay, good. So, like, this is the thing that, like, this is the thing you're gonna hit most often, are, like, these mushroom guys who cast sleep on you. And that, that guy in the back actually has no, he's the cockatrice, and he has no great skills to grind for, or no great spells to grind for, but he drops the cockatrice for me, which is a refinable item. So, you know, I didn't grind for them, I got a couple of them kind of as just a consequence. But he's an enemy we haven't seen, so I'm gonna show them. So that's great. So you can see how well, like, this is going, is that, like, I've gotten strong enough now. I mean, I've gotten ridiculously stronger since the last time you saw us. Yeah, and, like, wizard stones and sleep powder. We don't really need, kinda any of that. Wow, right away. That was pretty crazy. Okay, good, because I was worried we weren't going to hit these guys. Like, we saw this before, because this was in the test run, or in the seed test. We had to fight these guys, like, one of these guys, as kind of like a mini-boss. And, like, these guys drop something called Venom Fang that refines into 20 bios. And I fought these guys, like, twice, which is enough to give me, like... I just put 100 bios on my main guy, but, like... If these guys drop 5 Venom Fangs, then I'll have enough bio. I'll have enough bio for my 2 characters. So I'm glad we saw these guys, because these guys don't come up very often. And what I'm not gonna wait to show, because they come up really rarely, are Achus, O-C-H-U, which are these big dancing plant things that cast, like, Confuse and things like that on you. And they have a lot of cool stuff you can draw, and their Achu tentacle, which they drop, is a refinable item. And I only fought them once, because I'm at a level where I'm still scared of them, because I don't have good defense against things like Confuse and stuff like that. So we probably won't see them. Yeah, 6 Venom Fangs. So that's like 120 bios. So, and if you go further away from where we started in here, you'll find that the bird guys that we showed last video, that they actually have, like, Blizzara, and kind of higher level spells, like Tornado and stuff. And it didn't go as far as to go down and, like, grind for that. I could have, but I figured I didn't want to get kind of so far. Yeah, see, like, we can just do, you know, 20 bios for you, and 20 bios, or 50, or 100 bios for you. And you can see I have the Achu tentacle there and stuff. So, you know, let's move this LP forward now. Okay, what do we got here? Nah. These guys. These are the guys I was talking about. Sometimes they have, like, Blizzara, and, like, again, if you go further away, they get stronger at, like, up levels, and they have... Yeah, like Blizzaga. Like, this guy has Blizzaga. Which would actually be worth grinding for. I mean, like, it's the highest Blizzard spell. Or at least the highest one in the normal kind of gaming category. And there, see, Tornado. So we could grind and stock Tornadoes and Blizzagas. But again, you know, I don't know. Tornado might be worth our time, but I'm not gonna keep you all day just going like, so this is what I've done next time, because I'm gonna have to do these videos every once in a while. If I have to do them every 20 videos, not a big deal for me. We are gonna draw a little bit of it, just to have it. I don't know, it might come in handy. But we're not gonna fill up because look, we're getting like 2 and 3 and stuff, and I think that there's an algorithm for your draw depending on what level you are compared to like the enemy level and stuff. So, and we'll get these things as we go along. Like we'll find other times when we can draw these spells. So anyway, so we've done all of that garbage. And, you know, to tell you the truth, these items, because you don't want to refine them all, because some of these items we'll probably use to upgrade weapons and stuff. So now, let's head up to where we were going when we left off, which is that clump of forest up in the distance. Sorry, we gotta do some healing. You know, we might as well use a tent. I should really buy more tents and cottages, because they refine to, like, Kiraga and things like that, which are going to become really useful. So this is approximately where we left off, actually, right here. So, when we get to the forest, we'll be shutting off the video, and then the next video we'll be advancing the plotline. So you guys, thanks for watching, and you take care. Bye.